Just to give a little introduction, this is a poem we wrote for creative writing class and performed together. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. What is in a name?
Woman, noun, derived from the Old English withman, meaning naturally wife of man. Early forms included withmon and women, whose usage continued until the 15th century. By 1200 CE, the rounding of with to wo was clearly established and then characteristic of Middle English texts.
I now pronounce you man and wife of man.
Name. Name me, woman, woe of man.
What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. A hand dug deep, sowing seeds, taking root,
Words.
drying out the wet, dark soil where hermaphroditic worms crawl from the roots. From the roots of our tongues.
Mother tongue tied by father time, another tongue speaks the language.
But she who is alive strives, belly named the rich seedbed that bears society.
And she who is alive is called life's blood, like the plasma that flows feeding when reduced to its plastic root.
Word
Is a fabrication material of endless imitation, the intimation that she is producing, reproduced,
reused,
reduced to reimagine his ribs. To think of the poetic gesture given by man.
My God, I give of myself, a part so hard to live without. Made of bone, my rib shall go, to forge a mate, who shall be my woe. And of my body a wife will be made, who will stand by me for all of my days.
And so it was, God made with putty, a miniature plasticine buddy.
And from this copy, another creation was made, and upon this woe is her language way.
An image of an image,
an image of an image,
an echo of an
piece,
echo.
an echo of an echo.
Name me, emotional, fragile, irrational, quivering brush or nervous pen.
Oh no, the truth shall cry.
Or die.
Art too big for her tearful eyes, roses are red.
And green, prickly and mean.
Designed to mislead.
She's a backwards breed. And from wet putty, her seedbed is molded and formed.
And history is born.
History, from the Greek historia, meaning inquiry or knowledge gained through investigation. Entered the English language in 1390 to describe the relation of instance. Taken as a story of mankind and the objective linear investigation into the cause and effect of the events of his past. She's given the seeds to sow, Eve's seductive, destructive apple, echoing Adam. Adam's apple speaks his story. Her story is extra.
Ordinary.
A woman is man but twisted, a footnote of woe, and the tale that defines mankind.
Kindly.
The limits of our language are the limits of our world. Man.
Occult. Woe's hands shackled to the man. Breaking manacle. She tied to he and her.
His and hers.
She or he, him or her, man or woman.
Man over woman, a consummate maneuver.
To consume the mate. Swallowed by the other, an inversion of shapes and bodies and words.
She, S.
Slash. She dashes around he. She dashes around he. The disembodied plural S. She who bears, reduced to pluralizing, is not but man multiplied. To neutrality.
Androgyny.
Does he mean we? Two into one, where they is the new man?
Hephaesto.
Disguising the universal H-E, one to stick together. Whose name is whose? More than two?
Or one.
From which to choose. She, he,
they,
nay,
they.
What's in a name?
That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet.
Animal.
Chick, vixen, broad, pet, cow, hen, bitch.
Littering the planet. A population
tick,
bomb.
tick, 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 tick.
Babies.
The rapid increase in the human population over the course of the 20th century has raised concerns about the Earth's ability to sustain its large number of inhabitants.
But
most growth has occurred in lesser developed regions where effective family planning is practiced infrequently, if at all.
Efforts are futile in the face of she. She fertile, she plural, and rural.
It takes two.
Or one over two.
Half the world afraid to walk at night, systemic stomach in fear.
Fear eating the words and writing her rights away. Humiliated, degraded, blamed.
It takes two.
The sinister shape of S beside he curves so seductively.
Really, the kindest thing you can do is get your pet fixed.
Mother tongue tied, tying father farther. Time ties knots, not speaks knots. Another tongue speaks the language. I keep forgetting my part. And her lips slips. And her hermaphroditic. Man.
Power.
Man.
Manufacture.
Man.
Manipulate. Maneuver.
Man. Manpower.
Power in terms of the people.
Manufacture.
Making or producing of anything.
Manipulate.
To manage or influence skillfully.
Maneuver.
An action requiring dexterity and
Manage.
skill. To take charge of care of.
Manhood.
The state of being human.
Manpower.
Power in terms of the people. Making and producing.
Maneuver.
Being influenced
Manage.
and skillful.
Manhood.
State of
Manpower.
being human.
Manufacture.
The power of producing, the influence of being skillful.
Manage.
State of
Manhood,
care and making,
manpower,
taking charge of people,
manufacture,
being human
manipulate,
power.
maneuver,
Man is people
manage,
in
manhood.
power.
The limits
State
of our
of care
language
and
are the
taking,
limits of our
making people
world.
human,
The
taking
limits of our
beings,
language are the
take
limits
state
of our
charge,
world.
produce
The limits
beast
of our
skill,
language are the
manage,
limits of our
manipulate
world.
mankind,
The limits of our
manifold
language
monsters
are
and
the
matter
limits
when
of our
reducing
world. The
influence.
limits of our language are
Care
the
and
limits of
skill,
our world.
be,
The limits
produce
of our
power,
language are the limits
image
of our
human
world.
power,
The limits of our
being human, the
language are
condition
the
of being
limits of our
human, the
world.
condition of not being
Language,
man,
language, language.
mankind.